Welcome back. In this section of the course, we're going to talk about dispositions. All right, you have found your first or your next land deal. Now it's time to sell. So what are some of the best practices and what's the workflows that we're going to go through in order to do that? In this section, there are a bunch of videos on the specifics of listing with realtors, where to list your properties, how to make your listings look great. So we take a very 80-20 approach when it comes to selling properties. Over the last 7 years of doing this business, there's one fundamental truth that I have found. It's that every property sells. The caveat there is it does not always sell on your timeline. And so as I've grown this business, I've thought that if I just do more and more on the sales side of selling my properties, that the sales will come quicker and they'll come faster. And sadly, that's not the case. As you go through this, I want you to just keep in mind our mindset when it comes to selling properties is that as long as you list it in the right place, you have the right boots on the ground to help you sell the property, and it is a good quality piece of land, there's only so much you can do to make the property sell quicker. Now, all that being said, there is one fundamental factor that allows properties to sell quicker, and it is the price. The best price property against the prettiest listing, the best price is always gonna sell. And so one of my favorite videos in this section is the owner financing video. I think it is one of the best levers you can pull to sell your properties quicker. But without further ado, hop in, enjoy the dispositions in the sales section of the land funnel method. All right, hey guys, welcome back. In this module, we're going to be talking about dispositions and marketing and how we sell our land. And in this specific video, I want to give you a quick workflow to think through. For some reason, man, everybody wants to overcomplicate the process of selling land. You know, at the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to list it in all the places. And we have a video on that in our resource. You need to get all the creatives ready, the photos, the videos, the ad copy, the pricing, all the stuff. You need to post it. And after that, you need to follow up with people and try and sell. It's really that simple. It does not need to be overcomplicated. Everybody wants to overcomplicate it. All right. So I'm going to share a quick document with you. And fair warning, this is not the pretty version. As I'm filming this video, the pretty version has not been ready or has not been made yet, but you will have it for download. So feel free to download this resource and it'll look just the same as this, hopefully just a little bit less plain. All right. So look, this is what happens once we get a property in. Okay. Once we get a property back in, what we're trying to do here is lay out what do we need to do. Once we've got it under contract, it's ready to go. We generally start this process a couple weeks before we close. So if the closing is set for 2 weeks from now, we generally will kind of kick this process in right around there. Okay. And so this is what our team does to get a new property listed. All right. First thing, they get a notification. We got a new property. And the first thing we do is send neighbor letters. Okay. A lot of different ways you can do this. We also do neighbor text. So really the same way you went to build and create a mailing, you can just go pull the neighbor's information around the property and you can send them a letter or you can send them a text message. Say, hey, are you interested in buying? Because I tell you what, we sell a good amount of land to people who live next door. Okay. Because they wanted to buy that property or they wanted to acquire more land in the area or whatever the case may be. Is a really good resource. And sometimes by the time you send these out, you don't have to do the rest of this because the neighbor says, yeah, I want to buy it. And you don't get to get photos and videos and all the stuff. It's the best. All right. So that's why we always put neighbor letters over here. So we do those first. And then the next thing is we start coordinating our photo and video. And then we get our due diligence created and reviewed. Okay. So this looks like finding somebody to go take photos and video of the property. And we gave you our due diligence sheet here in the course, and we fill that due diligence sheet out for every property. And by doing that, it gives our team all the relevant information that really matters, what the zoning is, what you can and can't do on it. And they use these documents so that they know the context of the property and so that they can write the ads for it, or just for you, right? You want to fill that out so you know this is all the stuff I need to do, or this is all the stuff about the property. I need to make sure to get a lot of this into the ad. So we send over our due diligence sheet and we get our ad copy prepared. Okay. Once that's done, we list it on all our static sites. What is a static site? It's somewhere where you only have to post it once and it stays there. You don't have to do anything else. So for example, our website, land.com, Zillow, landflip.com, those are our static ones. I may be forgetting one, but I think those are the only ones. And so we have our team create everything, prepare it, list it, and then we have our team review it. And then go back and say, oh, we need to change the ad copy, or we need to change this picture, make this the first picture, whatever it is. And then we have a review. Okay. So after we've done all this, then we look at posting the property in different places. So these are all optional. I should probably have that tagged as optional. But what happens here, and you see it says update spreadsheet until D. and D will create funnel and post. D is someone who works on my team. So D, replace that with whoever is on your team or you. But what we do here is we just kind of have a basic thing where we just track our non-static efforts. So non-static is Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, Craigslist, your email marketing, things to that effect. These are things you got to go post all the time, right? So what happens is we just add it to our spreadsheet and then we have somebody on our team go and post it, right? And depending on the specific place, Craigslist, Facebook, whatever, little intricacies with each one, but this is just talking to the workflow. So we have someone on our team update our tracking sheet and goes and posts it all around. And this actually normally happens for just about every property. And then these last few are the ones we ask ourselves questions on, right? Do we need to list on the MLS? Do we need to run Facebook ads? Those are normally, if we don't sell it in the first 30 to 60 days, we'll lower the price and do things like this to get more interest on it. So I wanted to start off this module with this so you understood, hey, okay, I just acquired a property. I closed on it or I'm about to close on it. Now what do we do? Here it is, step by step, exactly what you do. Again, I try not to hold anything back here. I want this course to just be so massively valuable for you. This is exactly what we do. I literally copied the slideshow from my internal processes. That's why it has my people's names on it. But anyhow, this is our pre-marketing workflow. Hopefully this video was helpful and we will go through more and more and more in this module on where to list, how to write an ad, all the good things. Great. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.